lose it. I might lose it. Everybody got guilty pleasures. Mine just tend to catch me cases. Handcuffs, police inspections, lawyers, judges, allegations. Turn on your favorite station. You hear the same old song. I feel like, dog, I'm about to drop the bomb. Blow one down, pass it around. Hey.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Wilson Seahawks going up against Wilson Seahawks. So let's get you up to CenturyLink Field in Seattle. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and themselves. And no run back here. They start on the ground with Rawls. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They'll need to get the play off quickly on 2nd down. Rawls. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And here's a look at the starting offense. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's Rawls. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. And it's possible that today the most important group could be the linebackers.
Yeah, the second level, as we like to call them, right? Defensive front has to control things, but the linebackers, they do more than clean up. They help create big plays.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now Wilson on second down. Going to throw right side here. Complete. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And partner, a nice little connection there on the corner route.
The receiver set it up perfectly, worked his way inside, and then broke it back to the outside for the completion.
Now Wilson on first down. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On second down, Wilson going to Rawls on the dump off. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards remain now. Still first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong. He's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
Now it's Stephen Hauschke, who won a Super Bowl ring kicking for the Seahawks. Now he's against them. From the right hash, this from 33. And Hauschke's kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Lockett, the man in motion. And the back goes into motion. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Drops it underneath for Rawls. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Lockett, the man in motion. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mike Bennett in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Play action. It's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. The 40, the 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 78 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And out now come the Seahawks. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone. It
always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. After the interception, here's Wilson on the move to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Second down following the incompletion. And the slot man goes in motion left. In motion is the tight end, Graham. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. And they'll send the slot in motion left. 19. In motion is the tight end, Graham. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Thomas Rawls there. And it's 4th down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Here's John Ryan now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They go play action now. Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And it's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Time running out here on the play clock. And he motions the wide receiver. Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay. Off the play fake to Rawls. Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go. And this is caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 36 yards. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Now to send this one away following the score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A running play for Rawls. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. A give going left is Rawls. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game. Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key 3rd down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On first down, Wilson. Complete outright to Kurz. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. They come out here in the I. Halfback sent in motion. To throw again is Wilson. He's got his man. It's Kurz. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Fresh set of downs here. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On second down, Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Third and long, it's Wilson. Wilson hit, it's loose, it's out, fumble, and the Seahawks have recovered. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's John Ryan now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He'll try and keep this away from Hester as this is going toward the sideline. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, you mind if we go off topic for a second?
No, let's
go.
I
like to do that randomly. AFC playoff contenders for this year that didn't make it last season. Who do you have that might get in?
Well, I think Cincinnati's got to be considered there. Maybe they'd have an offseason that's calm, and they go into this season and try and get back to the playoffs where they've been perennials. How about Denver?
Yeah.
Remember last year they didn't have the quarterback to start. Trevor Siemian played pretty well overall, but maybe they can get solidified there and ride that strong defense right back into the playoffs. I'm going to give you a little bit off the pace. Indianapolis cannot afford to squander Andrew Luck, one of the better young quarterbacks in the game. They've got to get back to the playoffs. And Buffalo, brand new head coach, brand new people running the ball club. Let's see if they can figure it out, because I think defensively they can be awfully strong.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one in.
Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So on 4th down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards. John Ryan on now to punt this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. In the slot on the right is Graham. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And they're going to go soft on the corners. And now Wilson unhappy with something he saw there as he's going to burn a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. They give it to Rawls. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. A little 360. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. In motion left, Curse. Second half starts with a run by Rawls. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
And the back goes into motion. On second down, here's Wilson. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and it's third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Well, they've gone backwards so far in this series, 3rd and 13. Halfback sent in motion. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. C.J. Procise was the intended target, and it's 4th down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Now Wilson on second down. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And some room to work. 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Thomas Rawls, 54 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll try to get the running game going with Rawls. And he's got room. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. A nice, strong run there for Rawls. His coaches back in high school in Flint, Michigan, you know what his nickname was?
No, what was it?
The Train. The man can break some tackles on occasion.
Well, it makes sense when you watch runs like that, because when you're trying to deal with a train, you're supposed to get out of the way, right? And if you don't, you're going to get bruised up trying to tackle him. That's the type of runner he is. He can pop people as he goes by them.
Now Wilson on first down. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now a toss. This is Rawls. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up. Not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
Complete outright to Kurz. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. In motion is the tight end, Graham. They go play action here on first down. Surveying the field. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
In motion is the tight end, Graham. Second and 10 now. Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Now Wilson, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Here's John Ryan now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
A 10th carry for Thomas Rawls. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. Shift together here from the D-line. They come out with one back and three tight ends. And they'll run it here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
They go play action now. Wilson. And he locates Luke Wilson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
If post pattern is often equated as a change-up route, how about when you throw it to your big guy down the center of the field? Covered or not, you have great confidence he's going to come down with the football. And when he does, as we just saw, long gains often result.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
The play clock's running down. Wilson. Deep drop. Looking for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football. But today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing... interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll run with Rawls. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And some room to roam now. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big run that time by Rawls. 51 yards on the ground. And now a first down following that long gain. They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Second and goal to go now. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Play action. Now Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on fourth down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. In motion is the tight end, Graham. After the interception, here's Wilson. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And this is caught by C.J. Procise. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
In motion is the tight end, Graham. From midfield now, here's Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. In motion is the tight end, Graham. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. In motion is the tight end, Graham. On 2nd down, Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. It looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They'll hand to Rawls. And he'll He'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Cliff Averill able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.